Welcome to the stream. Today on Genshin Impact, A doesn't write any letters, it seems. And she also doesn't have a personal food item. Just some regular food. Possibly sent by Miko and not A herself. But I guess that's fine. That's not important today. It's also not that day anyways. Today is summer, or the start thereof. So we're going to do this year's summer event, or the start thereof. An invitation from afar. Secret Summer Paradise Part 1. Mysterious missive on paper wings. It appears that Master Jean needs assistance with something. Go to the Knights of Favonius headquarters and see what it is. Will it be the same island?
Klee was a brave girl today. I found a really weird-looking lizard. Want me to show it to you?
Don't know about islands, but I know that, like with the last two summer events, Klee is once again in the center of attention. Klee seems to be the ambassador of summer feelings. And I'm all behind that. A literal summer child, yes. Too bad she only throws bombs and not suns at people. Open. I'm seeing double.
Hey, Jean! We're here!
Ah, Paimon and the Traveler. I've been waiting for you.
Whoa, looks like Jean wasn't the only one waiting for us. Klee and Kaya are here too.
Again, it's always a pleasant surprise when you two show up.
Guess we were so excited to see Jean again that we forgot to knock. I hope we didn't startle anyone. Wait a sec. You weren't talking about anything that we're not supposed to hear, were you?
Oh, so no one here ordered Good Hunter. Sorry, we must have the wrong address.
Hey, stop pretending like we're doing food deliveries.
It's been a while since we last met, but I can see you two haven't changed one bit. Don't worry, we weren't discussing anything confidential. In fact, we were just talking about you.
Maybe we should let the star of the story explain it in their own words.
Klee, you're the star.
Yeah! Let me tell it! Let me tell it! A few days ago, I was reading Todoko Tales in the solitary confinement room when all of a sudden, whoosh! A letter came flying in through the window. Flying through the window? How does a letter fly? Like a bird does. It was flapping its wings. It could even talk.
That's not how letters do.
It said, well, it was a bunch of stuff I didn't understand.
Did it speak with the language of your mom? Because that also seems to be a thing in summer.
You couldn't understand? Then it must have been talking about how to avoid solitary confinement.
Kaya?
Just saying. We don't want to let a teachable moment slip by.
Okay, okay, I know. Anyway, the letter said, "Oh, Klee, are you behaving? I see you've wound up in the solitary confinement room again." Sorry about that.
It keeps happening.
Mommy is busy these days and can't take you out to play. But there's good news. I have a friend who has very kindly invited you to visit her.
So it's Mom indeed.
Oh, so the letter's from Alice.
That sounds great, doesn't it?
In principle, yes. But the issue is that Alice's friend lives quite far from here.
The letter says that Mom's friend lives in Sumeru.
The Knights of Favonius could never agree to send Klee off to Sumeru on her own. But Klee is rather intent on taking Alice's friend up on this invitation.
Yeah, I really want to go.
You see? So we were wondering, who can we send with her on the journey? Preferably someone who's a reliable hero and with a history of saving Mondstadt.
Oh, so that's why you wanted to see us.
I do apologize, but Klee gets along with you so well. We couldn't think of a more suitable choice.
Sure, we can do that, no problem, right? Can you really miss Honorary Knight?
It would be my pleasure.
Yay! With Miss Honorary Knight around, Klee's not afraid of anything!
See? I told you that she'd agree. In that case, we'll leave Klee in the trusty hands of the Traveler.
And you too, Kaya. You should join them. I noticed you quietly completed that backlog of paperwork we had. You deserve the chance to unwind a little.
Oh, so you noticed. Well then, I suppose I have no reason to refuse.
Great! Things will go even more smoothly with Kaya around. Still, Sumeru is pretty far. It's gonna be a long journey.
It's one loading screen away.
Don't worry, Mom's letter had a magic invite inside. Mom says we just have to all shout out where we want to go at the same time, and poof, we'll be there in the blink of an eye.
We can use this to have summer fun, but we could also just loudly shout, "To my brother!" and get killed.
Wow, well that'll definitely make things easier.
Can we have more of those? Surely they would be useful.
It only works 3 times though, so we should only use it when we really need to. 3's plenty. 1 for the way there, 1 for the way back, and 1 extra, just for good measure.
Sounds very mysterious. I still think we should use it sparingly. After all, we don't know the exact location of where we'll be headed, or what dangers we may encounter on the way. Here's what I suggest. Traveler, you're well connected. I'm sure you must have friends who are familiar with Sumeru. I say we start by teleporting to one of them.
Who could we teleport to?
It'll give us a chance to test out the magic invite, and also find ourselves a local guide.
That kinda makes sense. And since it has 3 uses, there's no point letting one of them go to waste.
Yeah, no reason to keep one for safety reasons.
Couldn't have put it better myself, Paimon. So, do you have a particular contact in mind?
Well, we need someone who's familiar with Sumeru and can be our guide, so sounds like we need a forest ranger. And everyone knows that the best place to go looking for a forest ranger is a little place called...
Gandharvaville.
That's the one. Maybe we can get Tainari to help us.
Probably not.
Alright, Gandharvaville it is.
Okay, I'm happy wherever we go, especially with Kaya and Miss Honorary Knight.
We should be on our way then. If you'll excuse us, Acting Grandmaster.
Yes, let the wind lead. I wish you a safe journey. And Klee...
Don't blow everything up.
I know. I'll be careful, I promise. guess nothing. Take us to Gandharvaville.
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 Grand Arbor Hill.
And we are doomed instantly.
Huh? No, it's not a hill. Ah, wait!
Rest in peace.
We made it. Paimon was sure we were about to end up someplace super weird.
Maybe this isn't the real Sumeru.
Sorry, it was an accident.
Thankfully, the letter was made by Alice, so it knows to not listen to Klee.
It's okay, Klee. Good news is this magic invite really does work.
Fascinating. One moment we're in Mondstadt, the next we're in Sumeru.
So this is where Mom's friend lives? Wow, there are so many big flowers. Oh, and jumpy mushrooms.
Also flying mushrooms.
Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. Sumeru's full of strange stuff like this. Like,
Little flying silver fairies.
huh? Paimon doesn't remember seeing one of those. Wait. Are you talking about Paimon?
Yes, you can only be found here, or where good food is.
Listen carefully, Klee. Those jumping mushrooms are called fungi. They may look cute, but if you get too close to one, it'll try to hit you with its cap.
And then you'll blow it up.
Really? Okay, well, I'll hit it back with my cap.
How much does your cap hurt?
And then I'll hit it with the hood on my jacket, too. I'll definitely win if it's 2 hats against 1.
Yeah, Klee, you show him.
As long as playing with hats doesn't escalate to playing with bombs. But Klee's our friend, so we should be able to convince her to keep this trip explosion-free. Right? Uh-huh. I'll be extra careful not to blow anything up. I'll try my best.
That's good, because Sumeru seems very flammable and we don't need more desert regions, thanks to you.
Aw, that's very good of you, Klee. You're being very grown up today. Yep, I'm super grown up. I'm already the Spark Knight. Okay, Spark Knight. Well, keep up the good work, because very soon we'll be introducing you to a friend of ours called Tighnari in Gandharvaville.
Alright, let's go to Gandharvaville. I mean, we are right here.
Hey, look! It's Kale! Huh? And is that Eula with her? What's she doing in Gandharvaville? I've definitely heard the other forest rangers mention somebody dressed like that before.
I see. Then it looks like my suspicions are correct. Who do we have here?
Eula, we have not seen you in forever, have we?
Traveler and Paimon! Huh? Oh, Kaya and Klee are here too! Hi, Kale! It's been ages! Kale! Eula! What are you two doing here? Well, that question's really more for Eula.
What a coincidence. I didn't expect to run into a fellow Favonian captain this far from Mondstadt. How's the vacation going?
Not vacating, probably.
Seriously? Bring the whole crew, why don't you?
Is it just Paimon, or does Eula not look particularly thrilled right now?
Well, since we're all here, who's up for some afternoon tea?
Oh, cool! Great idea! Let's go!
If you're trying to accommodate me, there must be some misunderstanding. I'm fine. There's nothing embarrassing about running into colleagues in the wild.
But earlier you were...
Great. Well, I'm sure there's a fascinating reason behind why you're all the way out here in Sumeru. Do share it with us.
Kaya sure looks like he's getting a kick out of it.
If you must know, it's a little complicated. But simply put, I'm searching for a cousin of mine from the Lawrence clan. He went missing recently, and after searching his home, we found evidence that led us here. He appears to believe that somewhere in Sumeru lies the key to restoring our clan to its former glory.
He came all the way to Sumeru for that? What was he going to do? Enroll at the academia?
That would be quite a roundabout way to achieve his goals.
I doubt he came here to learn. He's much too old to start getting a basic education now, and from what I know of him, I doubt he has any interest in intellectual pursuits. All he cares about is restoring his clan's honor. Nothing wrong with that idea in principle, but I'm not certain how fanatical he is about it. So, there's no knowing what lengths he might go to. As a knight and a member of the Lawrence clan, it's my duty to make sure he doesn't bring harm to others.
Oh, if this is true, then your cousin is quite a man of action. Traveling alone to Sumeru from Mondstadt is no mean feat.
Nor is daring to make me personally concerned about his safety. He has no idea what's coming to him.
Vengeance?
You know, underneath it all, Paimon thinks Yula's a really caring person.
That's not what I got from that, but sure.
Yeah, she's the best! She brought me some moon pie last time.
He is family, after all. Anyway, I will make sure to find him and escort him safely back to Mondstadt.
He'll owe you one after this.
Now, back to you. How and why did you all suddenly show up here?
So it's like that.
I'm afraid that could be tricky. Master Tighnari is still at Partis the Eye delivering his lectures. He isn't due back for a while.
Guess we'll take you instead.
But I think I'll be able to help out. The description in the invitation letter is vague, but I'm pretty sure it's hinting at somewhere in the desert.
Great, a big beach.
The desert?
Does that mean Mom's friend is from the desert? I guess I'll call her Auntie Desert for now.
Are you assuming the desert's gender?
I remember Mahamatra Sino once told me a strange rumor about that part of the desert. They say there's a secret domain there that can make all of your wishes come true. Wait. He said I should just call him Sino. I keep forgetting that.
Huh. A domain that makes people's wishes come true.
Wow. So is it true? Does it really exist? I probably would have believed it a few years ago. But now that I'm a little older and wiser, I think it makes sense to be more skeptical about things like this.
This explains a lot. The domain could well be a myth, but he probably figured he had nothing to lose. If you intend to search for this place, then please allow me to join you.
Why? Wouldn't that be a coincidence if your family member is also going that way?
My cousin has quite a collection of books about Sumeru desert mythology on his shelves. I highly suspect that he, too, is looking for that domain.
Can I come too? I think you might need me there.
I mean, you said you are gonna guide us, and we need a guide.
You'll definitely need a local guide while you're in Sumeru. And I think I have what it takes to be that person. Plus, it's a forest ranger's duty to bravely lend a helping hand to others in need.
We have every confidence in your abilities, Kale. Our party grows bigger and stronger still. What say you to this, Captain Klee?
But we only have place for 4 people in our team.
I think it's super cool! a storybook that on your own you can only have a drop of happiness, but in a group you have a whole ocean. So I'm sure Mom's friend will be super happy if I show up to visit and bring a whole bunch of friends with me.
That's the spirit. In that case, let's get the magic invite to take us there.
What destination did you say? Domain that makes wishes come true.
Whoa! This desert is huge!
Or just a desert, I guess.
Wow, what an incredible sight.
Well, here comes the real test, because this place always loaded terribly.
Yes, the scenery is quite magnificent.
Are you okay, Eula? You don't look so good.
I'm fine. Just taking a moment to acclimatize. The air here is much drier than in Mondstadt. This area doesn't look very habitable, and I don't see a domain entrance nearby either.
Don't really see far to begin with.
Oh no. I didn't pronounce the destination wrong. Did I? I mean, I don't think I did.
Nope, you got it right. It definitely wasn't your fault. I said Gundharvaville wrong earlier, but we still ended up in the right place.
Is Tumbleweed a domain? It can. There it comes! No, Klee! Don't get run over.
Klee's right. We're in the right place. There's no doubt about that.
Phew.
Imagine Klee getting trapped in the tumbleweed and just tumbling away.
Maybe the entrance is hidden under a sand dune.
Let's dig like that hilly troll back there.
Who knows? We'll just have to start by looking around.
Oh, Paimon's so tired and so thirsty.
We should have found something by now. Unless there's a problem with the magic invite.
Huh? How could that happen? Uh-oh. Did I break it by accident? But I didn't do anything. Todoko will back me up. I'm innocent.
It's definitely not your fault, Klee. See? Not even a wrinkle on it.
If the domain is somewhere nearby.
Does Miss Honorary Knight have an idea?
Instead of us trying to find the domain.
Ah, Paimon knows where you're going with this.
Yes, we can try getting the domain to find us.
Interesting approach. Assuming we're right about this magic invite. That is to say, if it was sent from within the domain, the invite likely has some sort of connection to it.
Oh, I get it now. Plus, I know a super special trick we can use.
Does it involve explosions?
What kind of trick? Can you teach it to us too?
Of course. Mom said that if I ever need help, I just need to shout this out loud.
Oh no.
Magic invite, Klee needs your aid. Do something now so Klee's not afraid.
Look, something flew over.
Why didn't you start with that?
It looks like a bottle.
I hope it's not another gin in a bottle.
Remarkably effective. That's one trick I'll be keeping up my sleeve in the future. You should make a note of it too, Eula.
I don't think that trick is very helpful.
Absolutely not. It's not my style.
At least not outside of this very specific moment.
I suppose bottles are pretty common in Sumeru mythology. So, is this supposed to be the entrance to the domain? A domain? In a bottle? Huh. Well, if there's one thing we learned in Liyue, it's never judge a domain by its cover.
I guess it could be like the teacup. Or tea kettle.
Guess there's one way to find out if this really is the way in. Come on, reach out with your hand.
Touch bottle. And then we were all bottled up.
We made it! Oh, that answers that question.
There's a path! I'm gonna take a look!
Hey, don't run off and leave us all behind.
So yeah. No islands this time. But certainly a special map for the summer. Oh, this looks inviting.
Look! There's a huge garden here!
Incredible. It looked so small from the outside. Everyone, I suggest that we stop here for a moment. We should take stock of our surroundings before deciding on our next course of action.
Since we're in a bottle, has anyone heard the story of the magic bottle?
Oh, you mean the one about King Destret and the genie in a bottle? I've read it before, but I struggled with some of the vocabulary.
What's the story about, Kaya? Mom told me a story once about a group of adventurers who went to Bottle Land. But I don't think there was a magic bottle in that one.
Well, I'm glad we are out of the sand. Because we have seen too much of that lately.
Don't worry, Klee. I can tell you all about the story of the magic bottle. But if you keep running off on your own, you'll miss all the good parts.
Oh, okay. I got it. I'll stay with the group from now on.
That's good.
You sense it too, don't you, Kale? Something's not quite right.
Yeah, the scenery here is beautiful, but it's too quiet. And there's no sign of Klee's Auntie Desert here anywhere.
Guess we'll have to look around more than just the entrance.
Maybe Auntie Desert lives way further down inside. This place is super big, just like Fischl's Immer Nachtreich. We still have a long way to go.
Guess we won't know until we get there. Let's keep going. Hopefully we'll meet her soon.
Let's take a look around. Glaze domain. Multum in Pavo. Explore the domain ahead. Domain has birds. And slime-themed boxes that cannot be burned. That looks like lollipops. It's a pig. Joyous voucher. Joy is written in a very special way. I missed. Wow, you're really making me target practice, huh?
It's important to replenish your supplies often when you're out in the wild.
Well, if there's anything like the islands for the last 2 summer events, there will be lots of treasure all over the place. And plenty of distractions too. I'm sorry, but sleeping is over.
Fine, fine, fine! Hold the line! Fly!
It looks like no one set foot on this road for quite some time.
I agree. And the further we get, the more I feel like this place is a whole lot bigger than we imagined. Hey, there's something strange up ahead. Let's check it out.
I guess these things are something like this place's oculi.
Let's move out. Provisions are vital.
What do we have here?
Wow, it's a big ball of water. I wonder what it feels like. Can I touch it?
Surely nothing bad will happen.
It's so big that we could probably pass straight through it.
And that was the last we ever heard from Paimon.
That's so scary! Stop giving Paimon the heebie-jeebies!
Let's not touch it for now. We still don't know enough about our environment.
But we can't just do nothing at all, because then nothing at all will happen.
Makes sense.
I have a feeling that this could be the core that sustains this entire bottle domain.
Treasure.
In which case, the moment we touch it, this place will instantly revert to its original size, with all of us still inside.
And that's the last ever heard of all of us.
Yikes. Okay, okay. Paimon won't touch it. Jeez. Kaya, are we really gonna get squished inside a bottle?
Of course not, Klee. I'm sure the real core of this domain is hidden away in a very safe place. Somewhere like... over there, for example.
Yeah, that kinda looks like a core. Let's not shoot the core.
I was so nervous that I didn't notice that big wheel at all.
Wait, who goes there?
Water.
It's the water ball monster! Ah! The water ball monster is real! It doesn't seem hostile. In fact, don't you think it looks happy to see us? Really? You sure it's not gonna gobble up Paimon whole? I don't think it's hungry. Are you, water droplet?
Oh dear. I don't know about anyone else, but I'm not understanding a word of this.
I mean, it's saying one word, so. Goodbye.
Wait! Don't go! Wait for us!
Why'd it stop?
Guess it wants us to follow it.
Maybe it can understand us after all.
Oh, I get it now. It's leading the way for us, just like the cats in Mondstadt.
Like the cats? How so?
When you're walking around in Mondstadt City, Sometimes a cat will show up on the side of the road. It'll walk ahead of you for a while, and if you're curious enough to follow it, you'll soon find yourself in front of a fine establishment called...
Cat's tail.
Exactly. So let's see where this water droplet takes us. It could be interesting.
The water droplet's tail. Certainly. Anyways, treasure. I fell a bit further from treasure than I wanted to. But climbing has not let me down.
Crush! I condemn you! Shudder! Beg for mercy. Eye for an eye.
Mushroom for a mushroom.
What do we have here?
Is there anything to shoot here with that thing? Don't see it. So I guess I'll just move on for now. And get distracted by other things. Maybe these are just here if you don't have a Dendro character, so you can hit this. I guess that makes some sense. Orbs, my friends.
Time to scout.
I misorbed. Orbs were this way. Now I'm missing one. Orb.
It went this way, right? Oh, hope we haven't lost it. Did the water droplet go into that cave?
Can't lose the way if you follow orb.
Huh? Another strange contraption. And there's a weird-looking wall over there.
This kind of looks like that ball of water we saw earlier. Did the water droplet bring us here because it wants our help with something?
No, water just attracts water.
What? Your friend is trapped in the wall?
Klee, you understand it?
Don't be sad, water droplet. We're here now. We'll save your friend.
You bet. But how are we gonna save them? Do we have to break down this wall somehow?
Explosions!
Nope, we can't do that. No breaking the wall.
Do we need to find a key of some sort then?
Gurgle! Oh. Gurgle was the key all along.
Oh no, where'd it go?
Look, the device has lit up. And it's projecting images onto the wall.
Interesting. Looks like a 2D platformer.
A two-dimensional space with objects of the same composition as the device nested inside.
Yep, what Kaya said, and that's where its friend is.
But how exactly do we enter the image on the wall?
Maybe we just copy what the water droplet did?
And that's the last we ever saw of Klee.
But what does that mean?
Hold on, I think Klee's onto something. Since the water droplet appears to be the key that activated the mechanism, we may be able to follow it inside simply by touching the device. The principle is no different than how we entered this bottle domain.
Fair enough. Okay, deep breath, then head in.
So time for our first mini game. Yes. Get close to and activate the streaming projector to enter the preprint on the wall. Oh no, it's streaming within streaming. Within the preprints, you can interact with objects or operate key mechanisms, solve the key puzzles, and reach your destination or complete the corresponding exploration objectives. Changing some objects outside the preprints can affect the environments within those preprints. You can leave the preprint at any time during your exploration. The changes you caused in the environment will not be affected. By which you mean, this box is in the way.
Aha! The box on the wall moved too!
It is a 2D platformer.
You really entered the wall!
Wow, another water droplet just came out from the wall!
Wow. Completely different mechanics. Like climbing up walls. Super Genshin Bros. Probably more similar to other things than
It was
Mario.
flat as a pancake in there, but as soon as it came out, it turned all plump and round.
And then they fuse into one.
Guess it makes sense that the water droplet's friend is also a water droplet. Aww, and they both do the same thing to show they're happy. Water droplet number 2 ran off!
Gorgle!
It's saying thank you, Miss Honorary Knight. That was a huge help.
It was nothing.
Traveler, how do you feel after entering that two-dimensional space? Any physical side effects?
Ah, the pain. I've been squished flat like a traveler pizza.
Quit while you're behind. You're clearly fine.
Well, I'm just glad that you're okay.
Good thing you is here to look out for everyone. Can't say the same for you though, Kaya. You were pretty quick to send the traveler inside.
Hey now, I only suggested that because I was confident that the traveler would be fine.
Water droplet, is there anyone else here besides you and your friend?
Gorgle.
Yep, you know, anyone who looks like me or my friends.
Gorgle. Goodbye.
Oh, it ran off again. Hopefully this is a good sign. Amazing. Come on, let's follow it.
By the way, is audio fine today? I did a little bit of adjustment since the Honkai stream 2 days ago. I mean, was mostly fine last time as well. Just okay, fine. Fineness is fine. Droplet friend, not so fine. No echo. Oh yeah, I put the microphone right before my mouth now. Don't know why I didn't do that immediately.
Allow me.
Probably just out of habit, because previously there was no space in front of me, but now there is. Any distractions around? Not visibly.
Provisions are vital.
And you're not gonna lead us further. You are not the friend we had. The friend we had is over there. As are distractions. Oh my, special music for orbing. And being bad at orbs. I missed an orb. I am forever doomed. Thankfully, there's enough time to do the loop again and miss the orb again. I was joking. Guess I'll pick you up on the way. That's not gonna work from this end. I need to do the loop. Forever is 1 minute, yes. 1 minute is very long. I got the orb. Praise me. By which I mean, give me treasure or give me death.
More treasure, more treasure!
Oh, the music was not for orb minigame. The music is just for here? No. It was for orb minigame. It just played until now. We can have carnival music now.
It looks like there might be a town up ahead.
You don't say.
Huh. Maybe more people live in this domain than we thought.
And maybe that's where Auntie Desert lives!
But something's off. Is it that bubbling barrel? Yes. You gave me a carrot, an apple, and a cabbage. As thanks for freeing you, I guess. Was that worth it? Is that an enemy? Yes, it's a duck.
Crush! Yeah.
Can't have a duck. I angered the duck. Thanks for the apples, kind guest. My people have a traditional saying. Apples hold the purest water in the land. So, your gift grants me endless power. Thanks to you, I might be able to metamorphosize into something greater. Do you want one of my 871 apples? Take your time. No hurry. Or maybe you just want to appreciate the look of it. These guys are surprisingly emotive for what they are.
Itia, the situation is now critical. Our window of opportunity to fix this is rapidly closing.
Huh?
I'm sure you've noticed just how much things have deteriorated in recent days.
Okay, you look very fancy, but from your face I can tell you are an NPC.
But even so...
This is your home. Are you really going to let everything fall to pieces?
That one? not an NPC.
Well, I live here, but it doesn't actually belong to me. Huh? Paimon knows that voice.
Definitely sounds like someone we know and had on our team since beginning of the stream.
Anyone else who comes into this domain in the future will take one look at the ruins before them and conclude that this place was abandoned years ago. But just imagine how different things could be if you maintain this domain in perfect condition. Whoever sets foot inside would witness a magical wonderland.
Or is magical.
How miraculous it would feel to them to find such unimaginable beauty in the middle of a lifeless desert.
Oh, you're right, General. Truly, but...
Act now while you still can. You have to stand up to this and break free from your despair.
General Sangonomiya?
The most important thing is to have no regrets in the end.
Well, no one chooses to have regrets, do they? But I take your point. I'll try my best to stop running away. But the question remains of where to begin.
Paimon's figured out who it is! Is it Miss Honorary Knight's friend from a faraway land?
That doesn't narrow it down at all. She's a divine priestess.
A divine priestess? What's that? Is it a kind of mage?
In terms of gameplay, yes. I guess that explains why there's lots of water things around.
What are you doing here? Huh? We have new visitors? Greetings, everyone. This is the Valurium Mirage, and I'm the caretaker, Adia. I'm so sorry that you have to see this domain in its current state of disarray. We are actively working on repairs, and everything will be back to normal shortly. I hope.
So all of this was your idea.
Greetings, everyone. I guess I should introduce myself too.
No need.
It's alright. Just leave the introductions to me.
I kinda wanted to say hello in my own way. But no harm done. I guess I'll let her do the honors.
This lady is a visitor to the domain, just like yourselves. She is a formidable military general. Have any of you heard of Inazuma's Onmyo Chamber?
The... what chamber?
Onmyo Chamber. It's an elite training academy for gifted students of Onmyodo. Practitioners are divided into 4 classes, A through D, and assigned the power of Shikigami based on their mastery of the art.
Wait.
This lady famously led the Class D underdogs to victory against the Class A favorites in the final mock campaign before graduation. An astonishing feat that few in the history of the Academy have ever achieved. Hence, formidable general is no exaggeration. Isn't that right, General? What's wrong?
Huh? Wait, so the favorites were beaten by the classy underdogs? Paimon's not completely following.
Those all sound like tropes from some Inazuman light novels, which we definitely had a lot last time.
That doesn't sound like the divine priestess Miss Honorary Knight was talking about. Uh-oh. Did she just get caught lying in front of someone she was trying to impress? Or maybe she uses a different identity in her private life, and this is the first time her friends are learning about it. Seems kind of embarrassing, but also kind of cool. I guess having someone else to introduce you is a good way to make an impression. Maybe I'd fit in better with everyone if I had a title too.
Probably.
Some people call me a general, but it's just their way of showing respect. My actual name is Sangonomiya Kokomi.
Huh? Oh no. Sorry, my mistake, General. I mean, Miss Sangonomiya?
Call me whatever you like, Idia. The only important thing about names is knowing who's who. Oh, I now? It's like that story that Mom told me that time. Klee can explain. So basically, in the story, a big group of people go on an adventure to Bottleland. One of them's called the King, and some of them are called Knights. So, Miss Sangonomiya must be the super smart one who solves all the problems in the story. What's that one called again?
Perhaps a sage?
Indeed. Wisdom is an important attribute found in military generals.
Okay, well, I'll just call you that. Miss General it is.
Fine by me. Sounds really cute, coming from you. At least, cuter than my pen name, that's for sure. Well then, how should I address the rest of you?
Comrade in arms, unless you've forgotten.
How could I ever forget you? But what about these esteemed ladies and gentlemen accompanying you? I'd be delighted if you could introduce me to them too.
Wait, Klee wants a title too. Okay, got it. Klee wants to be a mage, the kind that flies around everywhere. Da-da-da! Whoosh! Kaya can be the master thief. Miss Honorary Knight can be, the knight. And Paimon will be the fairy who follows the knight everywhere.
Sure is starting to sound like an adventure party.
Master Thief, huh? I did like playing pirates as a child, so I suppose this is an apt role for me. And I must admit, the master part is a nice touch.
Hold on a second. Are you saying the position of knight is now filled?
Yula can be the sword master who can cut through anything and also gets to wear a super sparkly cape.
That's more like it.
And Kale can be, the healer.
But she doesn't have any healing abilities. If you want to be the knight, we can swap.
No, I don't mind. Healer is a great role. I just don't know if I'm qualified to be one. Whenever I'm thinking of titles for myself, I usually imagine myself as an adventurer or musician. I never thought I could be a healer. I mean, it feels like it should be Master Tainari's role, if anyone's.
Don't worry, Kale. You'll be the bestest healer ever. You don't talk much, but you're very kind, just like the healers in Mom's stories.
You'll do fine. I heard you're good with bandages. You can patch up a wound, can't you?
I can pitch a tent. Maybe you heard wrong? But I'll do my best. It's my first day filling in for Master Tainari, but hopefully it's the first of many.
This is a great idea. Once a new visitor arrives, they can assume a new identity, then add in some role-playing.
Oh, we can't leave you out, Miss Adia. There are lots of characters in Mom's stories, but you don't remind me of any of them.
That's perfectly okay. I already have a role here anyway, remember? I'm the caretaker.
I got it! This wasn't in any of the stories, but you can be the mascot.
No, that's Paimon.
Mascot?
Klee, maybe you could think up an even better role for Miss Adia.
A mascot, you say? Isn't that a character that doesn't have to actually do anything and sits around letting everyone else do all the important work? Incredible. You've seen right through me.
And Paimon.
Sounds like the idea of being lazy is pretty exciting to her.
The mascot serves to maintain troop morale, Adia. Don't underestimate your role.
Ah, alright. I'll be the mascot then.
Goggle! I wanna be a mascot too.
That's right. Thank you for bringing these new friends here safely. You can go off and play now.
Thanks, Water Droplet. See ya!
Most emotive character in the game.
Water Droplet? Is that your pet name for it? I suppose it's as accurate a nickname as any.
We keep getting sidetracked, but I believe you were saying something about being in a difficult predicament. Is something wrong with the Valyria Mirage?
Oh, yes, about that. I'm afraid the entire domain has recently sustained some significant damage.
And we'll all be crushed to death.
It was as if the whole world was suddenly flipped upside down. A few components went missing from the core, which sustains the domain, and the impact cascaded out from there. Needless to say, many things in the Valyria Mirage have now stopped working.
Gotta fix everything.
Just days after I agreed to let my friend's daughter come and visit too. When she gets here and sees the state this place is in...
Oh, so you're Miss Desert. Or Auntie Desert.
Oh, so you're Mom's friend? Hi, Auntie Desert. I'm Klee. Here, I brought the magic invite, see?
Huh? Wait, so you're...
Look how dilated her pupils are. She must be very surprised.
Yeah, and not in a good way.
Mom's the one who sent me here. She's the strongest mage ever. She said that her friend lives in the desert. You live in the desert, so that must be you. Right, Auntie Desert?
Ah, I see. So being a mage runs in the family.
Somehow, I have a feeling you're afraid of Alice more than Klee.
You're Alice's daughter! Oh, I just want the ground to swallow me up right now! Wait, that's it! I'll hide myself away in the core of the domain! Hide there until this all blows over! See you all in 100 years!
Idia's really going through it. She's like a shriveled little forest fungus, hanging its head in shame.
Kale? That's a harsh analogy. Where'd all that come from?
Don't worry, Auntie Desert. Klee's here to help you. And all my friends will help too. Just take a deep breath, and then another deep breath, and all your worries will fly away.
As a knight, it shall be my honor to render my assistance. Also, I just realized it's a bit funny that Master Roleplay Official is not here for this role-playing game. Also, very colorful group.
Yeah, don't you worry. Lady Fix-a-Lot over here has a good track record with this kind of thing.
Pixelot is a good knight name.
Well, I'm useless, but it looks like that won't matter with all you capable people around. Fantastic.
Don't put yourself down, Idia. You're great too.
Thanks for your encouragement. Anyway, for the time being, please talk amongst yourselves. That'll give me some time to think things through and maybe make a start on, delegating.
Please, delegate all the treasure hunting to me.
Hi, Miss General. Miss Honorary Knight says that you're from Watatsumi Island.
Wow, you remembered that name correctly.
What's it like there? There must be loads of fish, right?
Don't blow them up.
Wait! You look kinda like a mermaid. Are there fish in your family?
Oh, sorry to disappoint you, Miss Mage, but I'm just an ordinary human. I have lots of great stories about Watatsumi Island, though. Come on, let's enjoy the scenery while I tell you all about it.
The Hydro Eidolons want to play hide and seek. Ah, so that's what they actually are. They have shifted into forms and hidden themselves. Are their hiding spaces bubbling, perchance? Possibly. Found you. The music here is very good. I did not find you, but I found you. Yes, funky music. And then the music stopped abruptly. Oh, teleport point. We take those. Thingy up there.
Who else has visited the Veloria Mirage recently? There was someone from the academia who came not long ago. A Kasharawar scholar. Blonde hair. Architect, I think. He was a huge help, and redesigned many of the buildings here. Although he was always grumbling to himself, he was extremely diligent in his work. What a kind person.
Well, we know that one.
I could tell that was a sensitive soul. A lot like me. Sorry. Please pretend you didn't hear that. I'm, of course, a very strong and resilient person. After him, an aristocrat from Mondstadt showed up. Then the Miss Sangonomiya. Unfortunately, everything here suddenly started changing before I had the chance to be a good host and show them around.
Do you know where the Mondstadt aristocrat is now?
He's dead.
If I remember correctly, he headed north after the incident. It's a pity we're having all these issues. If we could get everything working normally again, I could probably locate him in an instant. Still, not to worry. There's nothing dangerous here.
There's shrooms. Oh, fungi. Anyways, there's a thing up there. How do I... Can I just do the usual thing? Yes. Where did I see it? It was right here, right? Also, there's a challenge over there. I'm blind? Or is it higher up? Ah, right here. Now, where was that challenge? Right there. Orb!
More speed.
More orb. More orb somewhere. You sure are leading me probably where I'm not supposed to go right now.
I can put these to good use.
What an interesting combination of enemies. They were just hanging out together. Friendly and everything. But I ruined friendships all along. All around. All a bomb. All ablaze.
More treasure!
Paimon, are you gonna say your thing?
How about we explore the area ahead of us later?
Sure do.
La la la.
Am I getting ahead of myself? Maybe.
La la la.
Ah. Where's the... Okay. Just a little bit ahead of myself.
Let's move out. So this is the thrill of adventure.
Sure. Let's get fully distracted and get that teleport point that's definitely right up here. A high teleport point is always good to have. Don't you think so? Billy Charles on a hill.
Shudder! Huh? What do we have here?
Billy Charles on a hill. Well, we don't have those anymore. They stopped being. Where am I going? Should I be going? This looks like the end of a path. Maybe. That I'm not supposed to be at yet.
Time to scout.
What are the chances that I'm going here too early? And I'll need to climb up here later again. Well, treasure is here already.
At least good luck doesn't discriminate by clan.
Equipment not currently open to the public. Please return at a late... You were saying essentially exactly what I feared. Ah. Down we go. Well, at least we got the teleport point. Also, we are very high up, I realize. I can see my house from here. Or the desert. I can see my desert from here. If I dive bomb from up here, I'm gonna die, right? So let's not. Fine from here.
Feeling nervous, Kale? Well, it's your first time as a guide, after all.
Oh no, not at all. I'm just, still settling into the role. So I was thinking about how to talk more like Master Tighnari.
Well, the easiest way to imitate someone is to start with their most common turns of phrase.
At least you don't want to imitate Sina.
Oh, okay. In that case, put that mushroom down. Now, it's highly poisonous.
There you go. With just a few simple words, you've captured your master's personality perfectly.
Anyway, what about your role? Don't you mind being the master thief? It doesn't sound like you're one of the good guys.
He never is one of the good guys.
Maybe not. Until you factor in that I only steal from the enemy. I think that's enough to make me one of the good guys. Don't you?
Not to the enemy.
Oh! Fair point, fair point. Hey, Idia! You got an update for us? We've all caught up with each other.
Very well. Then please allow me, Idia, your mascot, to explain exactly what's happened here.
He's pretty happy with this mascot role, huh?
Basically, this entire domain is powered by a device called the Central Hub, which you all saw earlier. But following a major incident, several key components from the Central Hub came loose and went flying. 4 components, I believe, which has caused the Central Hub to stop turning.
Oh, so that thing's supposed to spin?
Yes, it definitely shouldn't be frozen still like it is now. At least, that's not how it was when I first got here. Oh, I've done such a terrible job of taking care of it, it's so embarrassing.
Hey, everything's gonna be okay. So, we need to fix the big wheel up there. And to do that, we need to find the missing parts.
Right. I do know where one of the parts is. It landed not too far away. But the rest all landed in different areas. I'm afraid you'll have to go and look for those. Now, as the caretaker and your mascot, I shall announce your respective adventure duties.
Delegate, please.
You can just be yourself if you want. No need to force the whole role-playing thing.
Nope, get in character.
Oh, I see. Okay, so I was thinking that maybe Swordmaster Eula and Healer Kale could investigate the northern zone, if that's okay?
Fine by me. I was going to be looking for my cousin there anyway.
I'll be your backup, Eula. I know you usually team up with Amber, so I'll try my best to fill her shoes.
Oh? Well, this'll be fun. Let's see if a forest ranger can outperform an outrider.
Master Thief Kaya and Mage Klee, if you could earmark some time in your busy schedules to search the West Zone.
Earmark? What does that mean?
Well, Klee, you probably have never read a book, but if you fold over the corner of a book's page, that's an earmark. To remember where you stopped reading and ruining the book forever.
It just means we mustn't forget to do it. Don't worry. We can handle that.
Finally, we have our General, Miss Sangonomiya, and our Knight, the Traveler. If there's no objections, please come with me to retrieve the first component.
You have my sword. Klee, very excited.
Wow, spoken like a true knight.
Then, for my part, my strategic mind is at your service.
All right, well, if anyone finds anything, come back here and we'll regroup. Please take care while you're out on the road and look after each other, especially our little mage here.
You got it! I'll take extra special care of Kaya.
I'll be on my best behavior.
You're very worried about getting on the bad end of Alice.
Okay, we'll leave it there for now. You two, please follow me. I remember seeing it just behind the Central Hub.
So, how come you didn't bring it back when you first saw it?
I'd have been more than happy to, if this one component was enough to fix the whole domain. But with 3 other components to find, oh, I suddenly felt overwhelmed by how much work needed doing.
Paimon kinda gets that. Taking the first step is always the hardest part.
Well, at least I know now that orbs would have taken me in a different way anyway. Or not. They would have brought me up. Yeah. No?
Let's move out.
No, I think if I followed orbs, I would have been exactly here. Never mind. Yeah, because there was Friendship Hill. And I'm retracing the steps I just took. If there weren't quest markers on the way, I'd probably just teleport right up to where I need to go.
Hey, Oh, well, things have quieted down in Watatsumi Island for now. So I thought I'd take the chance to get out and see more of the world.
You've traveled a pretty long way. Why Sumeru?
I figured that I needed to venture further than usual to really broaden my horizons. Well, that's one reason anyway. I can explain in more detail another time. Let's move out.
Okay, this is a different path.
Okay, this is the spot.
Looks like there's more 2D adventures here.
Now, I'm sure you're both wondering, but where's the component?
In the wall.
There's nothing here. Oh, where could it be?
You're a good dungeon master, Miss Mascot.
Oh, it's that lamp thingy, right? Water Droplet showed us how that works already.
Yes, that's the one. There goes my big introduction. Showing people the ropes is supposed to be my job. Oh, I can't believe I'm being shown up by a Hydro Eidolon.
Cheer up, Edea. The Hydro Eidolon can give a basic demonstration of how to use things, but beyond that, it can't communicate. That's where you come in. Your descriptions can explain everything in full, vivid detail.
Paimon forgot how persuasive Kokomi can be when she really wants to. Sometimes having a genius strategist around really comes in handy.
Now I see how an eloquent speaker can persuade others to not only agree with them, but do things for them.
Oh, well, if you put it that way. Well then, just pretend like you've never seen it before, and I'll tell you all about it.
Yay, another tutorial.
This is called the streaming projector. Everything here in the Valurium Mirage was made using this device.
Oh, so are we currently 2D?
All you need to do is place an item in the projector, and you can construct a corresponding item based on the shape of the original and your imagination. At least, I think that's what it used to do. With the domain in its current state, only its most basic functions are still operable.
Basic functions, like shining light.
Okay, not quite that basic. At the moment, it's only able to show two-dimensional objects. I call them preprints. Think of it like a sort of draft or blueprint or something.
So you're saying the component fell into the preprints?
Yes, exactly. I'll leave you to go in and physically retrieve it. Well, I'll be out here rooting for you by doing a motivational dance.
Oh yeah, show us.
Really?
No, sorry. I feel like I have two left feet when I try to dance. I guess I'll just find a place nearby to sit and wait patiently for you.
I want to see you dance too.
Hey, come on! Cheer up! We'll handle everything from here!
Was that the whole puzzle? Probably. Oh my, funky music again.
Doesn't look like the component is in here. Yes, that's the one! Now you just need to bring it back out.
Old gear. Metal gear?
What is this thing anyway? Some kind of gear? And why is it so small? It doesn't look like it belongs in that huge wheel.
It's hard to explain, but I assure you that it's definitely one of the components. So that leaves 3 more components missing.
Every journey begins with a first step. I think we're off to a good start, and things should keep going smoothly from here.
You You really think so?
Of course, trust the general.
I suppose you're right. She did manage to defeat Class A at the Onmyo Chamber, after all.
You don't need to keep bringing that up.
Anyway, thank you for all your help. I'll take this and start trying to repair the central hub. You two may as well head back to town. Oh, why am I so clumsy? Once again, I was no help at all. The least I can do is try and handle the actual repairs.
Are you gonna be fine? You don't look fine. You don't sound fine. Return to Silver Bottle Courtyard. I think we can just... We could just teleport, but there's something on my map. That I better pick up. And then I see a treasure chest and... you know how things will go. Oh, where is that thing I'm seeing? Is it even further down? No, I missed it. It was up. Oh well. I missed my chance. I'll take my revenge on you guys for missing my chance.
Dumpy dumpy go! Da da da!
Wait, someone's still alive. Did they fall down? It's not the water thing, is it? Oh, mushroom.
Boing boing boing!
Press this on for size.
Well, at least those guys don't seem to want to interfere. Maybe that duck would have been harmless as well if I didn't attack it.
Wow, this is so lucky.
Oobel. What to do with you? Fall because of lack of stamina and being on the wrong side of this. Oh, we are super close to Paimon telling us to go away again. Was wondering why things were getting dark suddenly. Guess we might not be able to do anything about that bubble. Or bubbled chest, that is. That looks fancy. Ada's not back yet.
What's wrong, Kokomi? I'm just a little confused. You mentioned that the water droplet showed you how to use the projector? Can you tell me a little bit more about that? I'm so curious to know what happened.
Oh, sure!
Have a recap.
I see.
Hey, look! The wheel is spinning now!
Everything's fixed.
Oh, and now it's stopped again! Well, that didn't last long.
Sounded more like something blew up.
It also wasn't spinning at the right speed. Before the incident, it spun much faster than that.
Oh, so you saw it back when it was still working?
Yes, I arrived here a little earlier than the rest of you. But the incident took place not long after I entered.
So it was your fault.
Like Idea said, it felt like the world was flipped upside down. Well, I don't know how else to describe it. And I certainly don't want to experience it again.
Sounds like it would be very dizzying and disorienting.
No, it's no use. Seems it won't run until all the missing components are returned. For a moment there, when it started turning, I got excited. I thought that maybe the hub can work just fine without the other three.
Wishful thinking is only going to lead to disappointment, Idea. Let's stick to the plan. We'll get there.
Hey, Miss Honorary Knight and Miss General are here. Oh, and our mascot.
And also Idea.
Beat us! I was sure we were gonna be the first ones back.
Did you find anything?
Hey, how'd it go?
Where knight's sword goes, victory soon follows.
Impressive. I doubt you'd find many other knights of such caliber even among the Knights of Favonius.
Klee really into honorary knight role-playing.
How about our master thief and mage? Did you find anything?
You bet! We made a huge discovery. The place we were trying to get to was blocked off. We couldn't see anything past it, and there was no way around. But then, just now, a huge canyon appeared out of nowhere, so we hurried back here.
It appeared just now?
Come and see, Miss Honorary Knight. Let's go on a canyon adventure.
To the canyon.
I'll sit this one out. I'm beat after trying to make those repairs. I need to take a break.
Miss General, you should come too. You can hide behind me and give me smart advice while I protect you.
Wonderful. It would be an honor to serve as advisor for our young mage.
Let's go!
Let's just wait here for a bit. I'm sure she'll be fine. I noticed this during that conversation. Change of disguise, perhaps. And all bushes are back to how they should be. Still suspicious, but fine, yes. Now, how do you get up there? Any easy way? More shooting practice and missing horribly. Guess I'm bad at leading my shots. Stationary targets, though, will never defeat me. Never, I say.
It's important to replenish your supplies often when you're out in the wild.
I wonder if this guy, or these guys, are related to the gurgling creature we met in Star Rail last stream. 2 streams ago? I don't remember. But they can also shapeshift and disguise themselves as other things. Also, I guess there is another one somewhere. Because those two down there look like they're still waiting for a friend.
Maybe there's even more buried below.
Oh, teleport point. I'm just looking if I can see anything suspicious, but no. I mean, lots of suspicious things all over the place, but not the particular kind of suspicious I'm looking for. How about you? Not going anywhere. Yes, this is your house. Sorry for barging in.
La la la. Here it is! Here it is! See? This canyon wasn't here before.
Just before the canyon appeared, I heard a faint sound, like something mechanical turning.
So, getting each part back will unlock more places. Okay.
Ka-chuck, ka-chuck, ka-chuck.
Could it have been the central hub? That would mean this canyon appeared after it started spinning.
Hey, you, oh. New guys, huh?
Hey, a new guy.
Oh, hey! Paimon didn't realize anyone else besides Adia lived here.
You actually saw her? She's barely shown her face since everything started falling apart here.
Excuse me for asking, but who are you?
Oh, right. I didn't introduce myself. I'm Ferdinand. Me and my brothers look after this whole zone. Well, we used to, until this whole domain was, like, flipped upside down, or whatever. The method we were using to make the carts and tracks stopped working after that.
Very shiny eyes. Also, blue eyebrows look very interesting.
Idia is working on repairing the domain. We were just with her before coming here.
Really? Huh. I assume that she'd be curled up in a fetal position somewhere, hoping all her problems will magically disappear on their own. Good for her. Anyway, I checked all the stations around the whole circuit. They've all conked out.
Conked out? How? Would you mind elaborating a little for us?
But aren't you just travelers who stumbled upon this place by accident?
Nuh-uh! I'm Mage Klee, Idia's helper.
A mage? You?
Allow me to explain.
Okay, I gotcha. Well, right now the more helpers we got, the better, I guess.
And Klee's gone.
Anyway, our first priority is to get the carts here up and running again.
Oh? And why is that?
The roads here twist and turn so much that the best way to get around is by riding the rail tracks instead.
Oh,
Let me show you. This is what we used to make them. Did Dia bring you up to speed on these things?
is it a streaming projector, right?
Yep. Basically, we need something that we can put inside that'll make a cart for us.
Like what? Can it be anything as long as it looks like a cart?
Yeah, you could put it that way. But one other thing is that it has to be compatible with the tracks.
So, anything that can run on a monorail.
So, something like a sedan chair, maybe? But I'm not sure we have all the materials required to build one of those.
How about you, Traveler? Any ideas?
How about a castle with legs?
What kind of a suggestion is that? That would be way too complicated to make.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't think we have the right materials for that.
Really? Hey everyone, come and see what Klee made.
A castle with legs.
Ta-da! Look! I made a cart!
Engineering Masterclass Klee.
Wow! Amazing work, Klee!
Whoa! It fits the track like a glove, too. Plus, it's a heck of a lot cuter than the ones Adia made.
Who's a clever mage?
I just wanted to give it a try, and suddenly, boom! There it was!
This is indeed a place where wishes come true, huh? I suppose, Klee.
Paimon's gotta ask, what exactly did you make your cart from, Klee?
Hopes and dreams.
I used Jumpy Dumpty!
Magical.
Thought so.
So it's gonna explode, is what you're saying.
Is there a problem or something? If not, then let's get ready to leave.
It's just... this cart is made from,
We just need to drive safely. Don't run into anything.
It's a bomb or something, isn't it? Yeah, I gathered from your conversation that Jumpy Dumpty is a little more volatile than the cute name suggests. It's okay, though, because the end product only takes on the general look of the source material. So to be more specific, while different materials have different properties, most of them aren't transferred to,
It's okay! No need to delve into the theoretical stuff. Paimon just wanted to make sure we aren't about to end up like the, flying fish of Starfell Lake.
Huh? Can we ride the cart now?
In a moment. We need a hydroidolin to power it up first.
That's my cue, Gurgle.
Okay, she's ready to roll. Hop in.
The cart platforms of the Choo Choo Cart are split into locked and unlocked states. You can only summon Choo Choo Carts at unlocked platforms. The first time a Choo Choo Cart is in operation reaches a locked cart platform. The cart platform will be unlocked. When the Choo Choo Cart passes by already activated cart platforms, it will not stop and will continue onward. A magical weapon mounted on the Choo Choo Cart can unleash a jubilant wave with which to attack the cheering bloaty floaties. Press the buttons on the left and right side to fire this wave off on either side of the tracks. Oh yeah, we are in for a minigame, huh?
Grounded be thy woe. Explosions can hurt people.
Explosions can indeed hurt people. Oh my.
Whoa! This cart is fast! Chugga 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 woo woo!
Yeah! I'm gonna call it the Choo Choo Cart!
Something tells me I picked a very good time to have a graphic update. Don't know why I'm getting that feeling. If you pass by a challenge while riding the Choo Choo Cart, you will immediately activate the corresponding challenge. After you complete the challenge and destroy the cheering bloaty floaty within the challenge zone, you can repeat the challenge. Echoing.
Yay, shiny! Woo!
What are we doing?
Da-da-da.
Oh. Just approach bubble.
The track is damaged up ahead. We need to make some repairs before we can go any further. Yep, looks like it's all reverted to a preprint state here.
Do you know why that happened?
Everything in this domain starts as a preprint and only takes shape after being illuminated by the streaming projector. But the hydroidolin that forms the tracks here has been trapped in the print.
So someone needs to go into the preprint and rescue the hydroidolin.
Lee
Right.
already on the way.
But the projector here is sealed off by a giant bubble.
That's the hydroidolin's way of protecting the device from damage. If the streaming projector broke, then we'd be seriously stuck.
Aha! So for step 1, we need Water Droplet to help. Aw, it seems to really like that name.
Any volunteers for step 2?
Always.
Leave that to us. We know what to do.
Looking forward to Pushbox is a fake out.
Ah, so the hydroidolin was locked up in that chest.
Aw, it's completely empty.
Circus music!
Yay! We saved 2 Water Droplets now. Whoa! Water Droplet just transformed into some new tracks!
Good. Let's keep going then.
The choo-choo cart requires the power of a hydroidolon to operate. When a hydroidolon decorporalizes and enters the choo-choo cart, its windows will light up. At this time, you will be able to ride the cart. When the hydroidolon departs the choo-choo cart, its windows will dull, and you will no longer be able to ride the cart. I'm assuming I'm not supposed to shoot the brown ones.
Hey, Ferdinand! You mentioned that you managed this place together with your brothers. Did you mean that your brothers are Water Droplets?
No, the hydroidolins are like helpers here. As for my brothers, well... those two. You'll meet them soon enough.
More treasure!
When the choo-choo cart approaches tracks where you can switch lines, press the button that appears at this time to switch lane. Aha. Is there anything here outside of that hint? Probably not. Oh my. It's becoming a real roller coaster now.
Whee! Look! Klee can fly just like Paimon now.
This is way more exciting than how Paimon usually flies.
Seems we've just about finished repairing the station and the connecting tracks. Let's go check the track switcher now. It's over there.
Just a little bit of healing while we are at it. Since the moment you learned about suicide roller coasters, you always check the ones depicted are suicide ones. What's a suicide roller coaster? And are the ones depicted ones, outside of the fact that they are made out of bombs?
Wow, this is so lucky.
Oh, the ones that kill you, because they have too many Gs. Not the bombs, just shapes. Okay. G-forces can be scary.
Oh, there's another spinny thing here. It's so big. But, not as big as the one we saw in the middle of this place. That one was huge. I bet it's something super important. I remember what Kaya said earlier.
Very good, Klee. You're using what you saw earlier to make observations, like a real adventurer. It appears to be a system that rotates to switch tracks.
That's right. Originally, all you had to do was flip this switch and the junction would rotate. But it seems Jeremy still hasn't fixed it yet. He sure talks big, but when it comes to actually getting things done...
Is this Jeremy you mentioned one of your brothers?
Yeah. When I talked to him about repairing the tracks, I suggested we start with the station, but he said we should start at the junction. Really, it made no difference which one we started with, but he just had to turn it into a huge argument. He always treats me like I'm a fool and disagrees with anything I say. Let's see what he has to say now that I've already fixed the tracks.
If you ask me, you're clearly a sharp person, Ferdinand.
Yes, finally someone who can recognize that, rather than just shrugging off my ideas. Come on, let's make our way to the junction and see what he's up to. I bet he's still fretting over what to do.
Maybe he's already finished too. Wouldn't that be great? After the choo-choo cart uses jubilant waves or its own body to crash into and break track layer fruits, you will obtain track layer stones. A choo-choo cart can carry a max of 3 track layer stones at any given time. When you pass through a track layer ring while carrying 3 track layer stones, new choo-choo cart tracks and the track changer blossom will appear. Aha. Cerulean flower, heading to the hub flower above. Amber flower, heading to the torrential twister in the southeast. Violet flower, heading to the desert in the southwest. Aquamarine flower, heading to the cave in the east. I just hope we're going where we are supposed to go.
Sometimes I can't help but get angry just thinking of Jeremy. You should have seen him back in the sandstorm. I suggested we go east, and he argued that we should go west.
You were in a sandstorm? What happened after that?
We separated and each went our own way. Lucky for us, we stumbled across this domain. Otherwise, I'm sure we would have been buried in the sand.
Everything will get better once we get the switcher working again.
Still stuck here just as I expected. Well, did you make any progress?
Didn't I already tell you? Just have the hydroidolins fix the junction and then make a new cart. After that, we can use the junction to... Wait a minute, how did you get here? It took a lot of effort for me to climb all the way up here.
The answer is standing right in front of you.
It's Klee.
Yeah, sure. Those travelers must have helped you.
They did.
You never get anything done on your own. You always get someone else's help and then try to take the credit for yourself.
You're one to talk. What have you managed to accomplish, huh? You were here just moping around all day.
Whoa. They started arguing the moment they saw each other. But aren't they supposed to be brothers?
That's just what brothers are like.
Me? His brother? Hardly.
We don't even look related.
All right, Jeremy. That's enough.
Fine. I'd rather be focusing my efforts on fixing the track switch rather than arguing anyway.
You should calm down too, Ferdinand. Let's all focus on the situation at hand. Any personal problems can be settled later.
Fine.
I'm sorry you had to see that. My name's Jeremy. I'm one of the people responsible for taking care of this area. I assume you're the ones who helped repair the tracks. Thank you very much. It means a lot.
No need to thank us. We're just trying to help Edea restore the domain.
I see. Now that you and Ferdinand brought the cart up here, we'll need the hydroidolins to fix the area below.
Them again, huh? Seems the hydroidolins are really important around this place.
How did you figure, Paimon? Just because they're everywhere and everything's powered by them?
Yes, of course. Not only do they keep the junction turning, they operate practically everything else in the domain too. All right. Seems most of the tracks and junctions have been repaired now.
Yep. So maybe it's time you give credit where credit is due,
What? You think you deserve the credit? If anything, we should be thanking these travelers.
You... Well, either way, you're not the one getting any credit. You're always quick to criticize my ideas and push your own, but you never actually get anything done.
And what about you? Don't forget it was Hado and I who took care of the mess that one time you impulsively tried one of your brilliant ideas.
In the end, it's gonna be me doing everything anyway.
Speaking of Hado, wasn't he with you?
I left early this morning. I assumed he'd be with you.
Seriously? Couldn't you have at least looked to see where he was before you left?
Hey, come on! You didn't see him either, so what's your excuse?
Klee?
What's wrong? You don't like seeing people argue.
I don't get it. Nobody did anything bad. Why are they arguing?
I just don't like his smug attitude, that's all.
Who are you calling smug? If anything, you're the one who's making such a big fuss right now.
Time to blow them up.
Alright, I think we've heard enough from you two. If you insist on bickering, then I'd suggest you go somewhere else. Otherwise, I'll just cool you two off myself.
Fine.
Now, come with me. I'd like to have a word with you.
Phew. Don't be upset, Klee. There are many complicated situations in this world which don't always have a logical explanation. As a passing traveler here, it's not my place to comment on their disputes. But in my experience, family issues can be the toughest to resolve.
Seems you don't like dealing with this kind of thing either, Kokomi.
Would.
But it's still not right. I don't know how to explain my feelings.
I'm sorry. We've calmed down. We shouldn't argue in front of a child like that.
We're sorry, Klee.
It's okay.
Back to the topic at hand. Weren't you about to go look for your brother Hado?
Ah, right. Our best guess is he's somewhere around the torrential twister. We would have to use the junction to send the cart to another area.
Sorry to trouble you again, but would you help us find him?
As long as you promise not to argue.
Oh, all right.
Gonna be difficult, but we'll make do. Very difficult.
Come on, you two. You're brothers after all. Can't you try to get along?
There's so much stuff on the map. But I'm kinda incentivized to just jump onto the thing and go again. Actually, I saw this thing, so I decided to abandon it. And we can just fly there anyways. Tuscany! Thanks. That's fun guy. Rotate the track blossom on the screen to change the track the choo-choo cart is traveling on. The call of the flower beneath the large track reef shows the destination of your present track. Use the wooden board within the platform to check the destination of the track the choo-choo cart is traveling on. Open up your map to check the distribution of choo-choo cart tracks in the Velurium Mirage. Where's the twister? Ember.
Okay, this is the end of this track segment. Otto should be nearby.
So we are on our way again. This is kind of a rhythm game, isn't it? In its own way. Except I can just mash the buttons in the way.
Glad there weren't any poisonous mushrooms inside.
Hello.
Ah, I guess you had repaired the tracks and stations as soon as I saw a cart come zipping along.
You're not fine.
Now that the tracks, station, and carts are all repaired, we're about ready to reopen Torrential Twister. It will be good to see my design back in action again.
You're in no condition to be out running around like this, Hado.
Yeah, but these are unusual circumstances.
That's true, but you should stop to think things through.
Exactly. If there's anything that needs to be done, you can just let Ferdinand and I take care of it.
You and Ferdinand? Together? It would be a miracle for you two to do anything together without fighting.
Hey, that's between Jeremy and me. No need to add fuel to the fire, okay?
I'm not trying to make trouble. I'm just saying.
He's just saying cloth.
Hey, Ferdinand.
Oh, don't worry. We're not arguing, Klee. We're just, discussing some things.
Are you and Jeremy worried about Hado? Why don't you just talk to him about it? Kaya's also worried about me sometimes, but he doesn't ever criticize me.
You're right, but our relationship is much better than these guys.
Well, our situation is a little different.
Really? How so?
We've been through this kind of thing before. If we didn't warn Hado, then he wouldn't take it seriously and something would eventually happen. As his brothers, we have to help him.
But it doesn't look like you're helping.
Not enough Klee logic.
Maybe Klee doesn't understand everything. But my mommy told me that you help someone to make them feel happy, not to make yourself happy. Hado sure doesn't look very happy. Why don't you ask him what he needs?
Klee's right, you know. You three need to open up and talk things through. You are brothers after all.
I've always cared a lot about you, Hado. Just like when we were back in the desert. You suddenly passed out and Jeremy and I started arguing. Eventually, all three of us ended up in this domain. I'm just worried that something similar could happen again. If you were to pass out and with nobody around to help you...
I know, but this domain is nowhere near as dangerous as the desert.
Going by the track markers, there's a desert in here.
I was thinking that if I could handle these problems myself, then you two wouldn't have to argue about anything. If it weren't for my poor health and lack of energy all the time, then I wouldn't have always been such a burden on you two.
No need to feel guilty, Hado. This was our choice. The three of us love adventuring. No one is a burden on anyone. Isn't that why we came up with the idea for this area? I would do the thinking, Ferdinand would use his muscle, and you would...
Off sickly in bed.
Draw the blueprints and build tracks. It'll be a safe way to see all kinds of amazing scenery. Yes, that was the plan.
See? Doesn't it feel better just to get along?
Hey, what are you trying to say? You make it sound like I've only been trying to talk myself up.
Kinda.
The choo-choo cart is great, Ferdinand.
Really?
You know, Klee, having the car zip along the tracks was my idea.
Yeah, what an amazing idea! You're so smart!
Hey, Klee, do you want to ride even more fun carts?
Yay! Let's ride more!
Looks like all three of them are trying to win Klee's approval now.
And Klee is loving it.
Klee hasn't realized it yet, but her innocent, childlike nature is very powerful. It can inspire and even help heal others.
I guess she should be the healer then.
Hey everyone, please come with me. We need to get the Hydro Eidolon in the cart to help us.
Just a second. Oh wait, no, this thing is on the track. So I don't need to do anything there. Moving on then. Gurgle. So much to do. Oh hey! Was that our first time seeing the loading screen of this place? Genuinely.
Good. Torrential Twister is ready to run now. Let's go to the station at the start of the track.
But. Distraction! Orb. Distraction Orb is my favorite ability. Orbs, huh? Not holding back in your orbiting. Please don't let me miss any of these. Okay, this seems better made than the other one. Of similar nature.
Wow, this is so lucky.
Vengeance will be mine. Beg for mercy. What do we have here?
Where are we going? Wrong button. That way.
Hato and I have double-checked everything. It's all operating safely. You can go for a ride now.
Hold on a sec. Before we say goodbye, I have something I'd like to give you all. It's a rock climbing rope. We used it on our adventures to climb mountains and traverse many places.
Oh.
Huh? But doesn't it mean a lot to you? Are you sure you want to give it to us?
Yes, of course. Please take it. Thanks to Klee and everyone else's help, we realized that there's a special bond that keeps us together. Even though it's invisible, it's even more important than rope. We can always hold on to it through tough situations.
You are shining.
Huh? I helped?
We all are.
Yes, Klee. You are a big help.
Even bigger than that huge thing in the middle of this place?
Yes, much bigger.
Wow, that's huge! I'm so happy.
By the way, have you ever seen anything like the choo-choo cart in the outside world?
Nope. Today was the first time I rode anything like it.
Is that so? I guess I'm not surprised. Seems you won't find Torrential Twister anywhere else.
Hey, Mr. Voice Actor, Torrential Twister is the place we're at. Streaming projector is the thing you were supposed to say. Can we re-record that line?
Be sure to come back and ride the choo-choo carts again while you still have the chance.
Yep, I will.
Be sure to come back and visit Torrential Twister again. I hope you enjoyed it.
See, this guy knows that this is just a place.
Thanks again. I have a feeling we'll get along much better now that we've learned to open up to each other. I suppose some things are simpler than they appear. The real problem all along was actually us.
Hey, imagine if we could build our tracks all over the world. Traveling would be so much easier.
If only there was no teleport points. We're going down!
Oh, this is even higher than I expected. The drops are pretty steep too.
Are you okay, Kokomi? If you're scared, just yell and let it out. We won't tell anyone. What happens in the bottle domain stays in the bottle domain.
We were allowed to miss one there.
Looks like Klee's having the most fun.
Clean! Water crossing? Good thing our ride is essentially sentient, so it can't really run anyone over.
I can put these to good use.
Probably smarter than AI will ever be at driving anything.
That's so much fun! Klee can fly across the sky like a real mage now.
Meanwhile, Kokomi dying.
Guess that sorta makes sense. Wait, but if being able to fly makes you a mage, what does that make Kaya, since he's here too?
Nothing! Kaya's just the master thief! Don't you remember, Paimon?
Oh, right. Guess it slipped Paimon's mind.
Paimon didn't get a role, did she? I don't remember. Oh no, Fairy, right.
Sorry to bother our young mage, but there's something a master thief would like to report. Do you still remember our mission?
Uh-oh. I was having so much fun. almost forgot.
We're supposed to be helping Adia look for the missing components. But don't worry, I've already got one.
You mean you snatched it when we weren't looking?
Like a real master thief.
I didn't have to go that far. In fact, the component we were searching for was actually that orange rope. If anything, you could say it came right into our hands at the right time. Let's head back and give it to Adia.
Aw, do we really have to go? Okay. Even though I want to keep playing, I know Adia is really important.
That's our wise mage. Don't worry. Tonight, you'll be able to see stars in the water and watch fish dance in the sky.
Kokomi, are you seasick?
Seems Kokomi's out of it after that ride. Her face is completely blank and her lip was trembling while she was speaking. Maybe we should have a rest for a while.
You shouldn't push yourself.
I thought I was keeping my composure pretty well. Don't worry, my mind is always spinning. I'm used to this. We should head back to Idia.
Should we carry you? Such empty eyes.
How about we hold hands, Miss General? Klee will give you energy.
After holding Klee's hand, the stars in the sky and the fish in the water have all disappeared. I must have been seeing things from riding the cart.
What are you smiling about, Kokomi?
Oh. Nothing. Nothing at all.
Nothing at all. Oh, we're going back to the start now. Guess we're delivering our thing. But this barrel looked suspicious. Aha! It was a potato barrel. Are you going anywhere? No? There's more barrel. Guess I have to stand close. No more barrel? Help. Huh? Very helpful. Okay, so I need to do them in the correct order, is what you were saying. That one. That one. That one. That one. That one. Okay, so just skip that one, I guess. Puzzles!
So this is the thrill of adventure.
Yes, puzzles are the thrill of adventure. Almost certainly.
Let's move out.
After the Chuchukatus, jubilant waves are or its own body to crash into the... Oh, we had this tutorial. Does this lead us anywhere useful, or were we here already? Well, there's stuff to blow up, so let's blow stuff up. There's a wall! Wall is gone. So, where did I end up now? A good question. What's that? Capturing light and shadow. Explore the mysterious cave. It is indeed a water droplet.
Provisions are vital.
Thanks, I guess. Oh, stuff. There's some piece of paper here. Are they someone's notes? That's a lot of notes. Scattered yet well-preserved pages. A great artist must leave something behind for future generations. I, Guy Verhecht, am confident that one day people will compete just to read my ideation notes. All the troubles I've been dealing with are but trivial stumbling blocks along my path to success. I see little promise in the youngsters at the Darshan. They just do whatever their teachers say and never take the time to consider where the future of art lies. And those teachers are an arrogant lot. Their trust is nothing but their old experiences. Trust is nothing but their old experiences leaves them unable to adapt, let alone expect them to have the insight to learn new things and expand their horizon. Falling out with them was inevitable. And what's the worst that could happen? Never going into that studio again. At least I'm not living in the past. The masterpiece I'm going to create will prove my point. Following ossified rules and clinging slavishly to by-the-book research is not the way to achieve something great in art. Of course, it is equally unwise to cater to the aesthetic conceptions of the many while disregarding one's independent thought. Capture the minds of all who lay eyes on the painting with the absolute beauty of our lines and shades. That is what we are supposed to pursue. A work of art like that must be unimpeachable in its details and coloring. Only thus can a sense of beauty that connects us be conveyed. To achieve something like that, I must travel around the world to gain different experiences of beauty and find that which unites them. It is time for me to set out on my artistic journey. On the one hand, I shall find the universal beauty that exists in the hearts of all people, and on the other, I shall enlighten the common people with my aesthetic, paving my road to fame. To be continued. Judging by the words they used, it seems like a painter's diary. So confident, even a bit arrogant. But Paimon gets it. Without that kind of nerve, no matter what you do, it can be hard to master it quickly. This diary doesn't say much. Paimon's kinda curious about what happened to him after that. Perhaps we can find the rest of the diary somewhere. Yuan, let's just keep an eye out for it, okay? Keeping eyes. Oh, the water droplet turned that choo-choo cart back on. Perhaps we should go into it. Who knows what we will find. We are finding enjoyment. Surely that's the most important thing. Now go ahead and open that for me. What are we gonna do if nothing happens there? You are disappointed in what you have accomplished.
Breathtaking.
Locked again.
Let's move out. Hold the line.
You happy now? Guess you don't like fire. What's the diary doing in the corner like this? Part 3. Oh no, we are skipping part 2. Looking back now, I was indeed short-sighted. After spending several months in the desert, I ran out of Mora and began to question the existence of the fairy. Coarse words even escaped my lips. The benevolent and powerful fairy in the legend does exist. I was even fortunate enough to find the domain she rules, finding for myself temporary respite there. The benevolent and powerful Oceanit asked that I call her Idea. So Idea is an Oceanit. The name Idea, and probably the brothers as well, has indeed been mentioned in many legends and fairy tales, and it has largely represented a benevolent soul who knows human intents and hearts well. This means that I was right. She must know of universal beauty. Idea appears when I was on the verge of giving up. This must be a sign that all the hardships I have been through were tests she set before me. I must forsake all errant thoughts, and present my requests to her in all earnestness. While she has yet to accede to my wish, citing such reasons as I don't force changes on others, and we shouldn't take shortcuts, a way of deciding to directly raise my aesthetic and drawing skills. But she gave me a magical drawing board as a gift, together with painting materials that never seem to run out. I suspect that there is no realistic hope that I might improve by leaps and bounds in a single day. I should probably do as Idea hints I should, and hold myself with real practice. This is a comfortable place to be anyway. I don't have to worry about food or clothing. There are wondrous creatures named Hydroeidolons to keep me company here. One might feel creeped out upon first encountering these flexible pudding-like creatures with the beautiful colors of gems. I have found that they are all quite easy to get along with. They make far better companion than those arrogant fellows with fake smiles at the studio. As we wandered around in the Velurium Mirage, I bore witness to a scene of unimaginable magnificence. I could often find things left here by different people and hear all sorts of interesting stories. I suppose you could say that my horizons were indeed expanded. This change of pace leaves me very relaxed when I paint. Maybe I should just go with the flow. This reminds me of that painter from Fontaine we started the quest with. It turns out that the huge stone slab outside is the one that Idea gave to the painter as a canvas. Okay, maybe not. It seems not only had he found landscapes he loved in the Velurium Mirage, but also made friends with water droplets and found some new inspiration for his paintings. Quite the fortunate encounter. Eek, now that you mention it, I once heard of some people that go nuts after a failure. They just keep trying harder and harder until they lose themselves. Thanks to the painting tools the Idea provided, the company of the water droplets, he stayed on the right track. I'm gonna take out a friend. Endora! Is it Endora that I want? I think so. Lockfolk, yeah.
Yaya Publishing House has released numerous works that
My
lay
mini
out military
oceanite.
strategy in a simple and pragmatic way. Those are my favorite.
I have been not using friends. Mostly because they slowed down the game, but I guess I can use them again now.
Provisions are vital.
I mean, he doesn't do anything useful. He's just here for aesthetics. That's fine. Goodbye. I guess I'll meet you on the other side. Ah.
Rest and
Feeling
rebuild.
blocked again.
Breathtaking. Jumpy Dumpty go! Hold the line.
Shudder! What do we have here?
Mini pig.
More speed.
As we needed to do this one to do another one. There's quite a lot of these.
Crush!
Possibly in the correct place, but Not yet.
Woo!
Part 2! Does not make sense. There must be something wrong. I must admit that I have encountered some extraordinary artists ever since I left the studio. I also admit that they can surpass the master, even without using any particular famous technique, albeit with some trick to it, I'm sure. And I am all too aware that my works are not yet the equal of those created by my stubborn teachers, nor would I be able to debate the literary who critique art. But it's only a matter of time. I am still young, and they are at least 2 years older than I. Surely I am no one's inferior in talent or vision. Surely I cannot still be inferior to these emblems of mediocrity, even after so much practice. And surely I am not like them, who despite their skills still cannot find a way to depict the lights, shadows, and lines that capture me. Time is all I need, and I shall produce a masterwork that will cause all their jaws to drop. Next, I must concentrate on honing my skills with a brush and begin my training in earnest. But first, I must collect enough funds. Spending too much energy on earning and living on the road shall beggar my efforts after all. I've heard it said that you can encounter a wondrous fairy that can make wishes come true in the Sumeru desert. Perhaps that fairy's help shall see me complete my goal in the shortest time possible. If luck is with me, I might even gain more than that. I should get my things in order. I must get to find the fairy as soon as possible. And then he did. This painter seems to have undergone a change of heart. My ego just took a hit. Haven't heard that the more confident you are, the worse it feels when you hit a serious setback. I was a little worried about his mental health, but it's been a long time, so there's nothing we can do for him. I was concerned about what happened to him after that. Greetings and goodbye.
Rest and rebuild!
Oh, you turned into a scroll to help us. That's actually fun.
Just like we rehearsed!
Beg for mercy. At least good luck doesn't discriminate by clan.
Like how the epic music has to start every time. Only for it to end very soon after.
Wow, this is so lucky!
There's a diary here. Plat 4. Back in order now. Thanks to the companionship and help from the Hydro Eidolons, I finished my first piece of work despite bumbling along quite a bit. By the standards I once held, I would not have rated this mural as a masterpiece in any way. But with the passage of time and the changes in the environment of the Mirage itself, even displacement, I must admit that in truth this is the work I have put the most effort into. And the one I love most. It woke me up from my silly dreams. I used to be young and haughty, and I drew false conclusions from my rough understanding of this great undertaking known as painting, without ever having put in the time to study the relevant techniques. Only when I found myself puzzling over my great masterpiece did I find that I was simply not good enough. I once emphasized an interplay of light, shadow, and lines that would capture people, but that was me holding on to too many arrogant fantasies, chasing a perfection in form only. Perhaps there is no such thing as a perfect painting technique, or universal standards of beauty. That's all ascribed to. During my stay in the Velurium Mirage, Idea and the Hydro Eidolons showed me a lot of stunning scenes and told me about the stories behind them. And, as objects situated in the real world, it is impossible for every color and contour to meet some standard set by art criticism. Yet, they captivated me, inspired my soul in countless ways. What those lines and shades captured was not my fastidious eye, but my heart. It was through my heart that they resonated with me. That is why I inscribed all that I saw heard here in the form of this mural. I have now come to believe that elegant technique cannot be the ultimate focus for great art, nor can one only be concerned with polishing every last detail to an unsurpassed sheen. Instead, we should begin with something that can move human hearts, with our shading and lines to follow from that. Of course, this might just be my one-sided opinion. Never again will I be so arrogant as to try constructing general empty principles that all people can acknowledge. All I want is to achieve something good in my own eyes, and try conveying that emotion that so moved me to others. As such, I cannot stay here forever. I must return to my daily existence, and put my painting skills into practice. This mural shall bear witness to my days in the Velurium Mirage, and it shall also be my gift to Idea and the Hydro Eidolons. Phew, now that's a relief. He untangled the knot in his hat and improved his painting skills. Paimon thinks he'll definitely be really successful, though he left his water droplet friends behind, which sounds a bit sad to Paimon. Insisting on one's own uniqueness makes sense. Paimon can understand that. There's still something that confuses Paimon. He mentioned in the diary that the mural can lose its shape and shift, but even after such a serious accident, the mural seems alright. It's these water droplets. They protected their friend's mural. Oh, that's right. No wonder the water droplets are so familiar with the streaming projector and restoring the mural. It's so moving. Water droplets may not look that bright, but they are really considerate and loyal friends. Show me the way, my loyal friend. I'll not hurt you. Are you gonna show me an order, or do I just have to hit them? Thanks, loyal friend.
We should make the most of these supplies. Hold the line!
Flood of frost! Yeah. Crush!
good luck
Artifact
doesn't discriminate
inventory.
by clan.
Some things never change. Hmm. You have a not fully upgraded one. What? Oh. 1-star materials? No. Up to 3-star, please. Actually, up to 4-star even. Yes, this is for my revenge. This is the game's revenge for the lack of loading screens today.
Jumpy Dumpty Toe!
Oh, I have all the correct elements in my team.
Beg for mercy.
One monument lights up and another goes dark. Maybe there's something preventing them from lighting up at the same time. We have the water droplet to guide us this time. Maybe it might help.
Shudder!
Hey, you go to water, please.
Blazing delight!
Oops, didn't want to do that. Thought you were gonna do this. Okay. Slightly complicated. Yes, a great team indeed.
At least good luck doesn't discriminate by clan.
Thought you were following me. Come on. Friend.
Crush!
Wow, what a long ride. Could have just walked here. Alright, this should be the most critical step. Let's keep it up, Leon. As long as we use the power of the steaming protectors, we can completely restore the mural. I'm glad that someone knows where every piece belongs, because I sure wouldn't. Voila! All done. Seeing the water droplets so happy makes Paimon happy too. Detected the essence of friendship. Now both the painter's friends and the work in the Valurian Mirage are looking their best. Maybe someday that painter will return to visit their friends and look at their masterpiece. Speaking of which, the style of this painting is pretty unique. Even though it's not that fancy, it's still beautiful. And what's more important is that Paimon can understand it. Perhaps if Paimon imitates this style, she can also paint lovely yet understandable paintings. Sensational paintings aren't necessarily complicated. Yes, and if it's okay with you, let's take a picture of this painting. Then Paimon can study the painting whenever she likes. Maybe once Paimon has also painted something that pretty, it will attract lots of water droplets that want to be Paimon's friends.
What do we have here?
We're done here. Let's actually go back to our quest then. I'm missing it barely. You wouldn't be here to help, would you? You are, but you are. For the first time today, the wrong element. Wrong. Okay. Oh, that's a big help.
Welcome back! Well, any good news? Oh, don't tell me! You've taken care of all the problems and now I don't have to do anything?
Yep, we took care of everything.
Yeah, we even rode the choo-choo cart. Do you want to come ride too? But maybe you'll have to wait till tomorrow. I'm a little tired now.
Seems she had a little too much fun and now she's about to crash. I think it's time for a rest.
Oh, are we done with all the activities available for now?
Good idea. I think we could all use some downtime. Thanks for giving me some energy, Klee.
Then we'll see you later.
Bye, Klee.
Bye, Miss Honorary Knight. Bye, everyone.
Well, it sounds like our young mage enjoyed herself. I'm so happy that she had a good time. So, back to the missing component. Did you bring it?
You bet! Kaya said that the missing component was this orange climbing rope.
Ah, it just occurred to me that you probably ran into the three brothers while you were in the canyon. If I remember correctly, the two eldest brothers were taking their sickly younger brother on adventures when they ran into a sandstorm and ended up here. They were all arguing with one another when they first arrived, but it wasn't long before they broke down and were huddled together in tears. They sure must have a lot of energy to keep up their bickering and adventuring every day. I'm a little worried about them, yet quite envious of all that energy.
You almost sound as if you're reminiscing about old friends, Idia.
Yes, I've known them for quite some time after all. but I seldom go to that area. You can hold on to the rope for now, Traveler. I have no use for it until we have the other components. By the way, Eula and Kale have also returned, but I'm afraid they weren't able to make much headway. They mentioned that they would like to head to the jungle north of here, once you have all rested up.
Understood.
Now that I've told you everything, I'll go rest. I'll go and check on the situation in the remaining 2 areas.
I'll go check out the 2 chests and 1 mechanism I saw during the spin in this conversation.
Do you need me to accompany you?
Oh, no, it's all right.
Maybe even
You've
free.
already accomplished a lot today. You should rest up.
Part 1 complete. But orbs never end. Very orbs.
Wow, this is so lucky.
Who would have known I'd find myself in such a mess? Oh, after all that talk with Alice about letting her daughter visit too. But just as the general said, if we can restore the domain,
Then no heads will roll.
Covenant of the Deep. Let's move out. Allow me.
Beg for mercy. What do we have here?
Okay. I think there was at least 1 more chest somewhere. Let's get down.
It's important to replenish your supplies often when you're out in the wild.
Let's get that. Well, there's these guys. What are they up to? Hide and seek? Yep. That barrel looking very natural around here. That crystal looking very natural around here. Nobody can hide from me.
Wow, this is so lucky.
Anything else in immediate sight? Yes. Big guy.
Rest and read it.
Freeze to the core. Shudder. Crush.
Boing, boing, boom. More treasure, more treasure.
Currently under maintenance.
Torrent, bring refuge.
Not even sure if these guys are related to the chest, but I'm assuming.
Hiya. Maybe
They
there's
were.
even more buried below.
You're just sitting there. That's fine too. That rock, also very natural. Something's off, but I can't do anything about it.
Da da da.
Da da da. Oh, this was off. So many off things around here. There is a big conversation going on here. I guess these guys are really friendly unless I attack them hard. Weird. Unusual. Unaccepted. There's no reason to fight them at all. This is gonna fail because I clicked on one before starting this.
Let's move out.
Nope. Worked out.
Let's move out. So this is the thrill of adventure.
Thrill of adventure. So thrilling. Yep, you're all just harmless. I can accept that. Well, I could explore and do things, but I think that's probably just gonna happen naturally while we do more things here in the next days, weeks, who knows. So instead, we talked about him earlier, so let's look at our artist adrift, what he's up to. I think that's a decent way to finish off today. really is no good teleport point on the Samudra coast. And this one also isn't close by, I think. Maybe. No, I guess that path could lead there.
Let's move out.
Does it though? Does it though? Might just not. This path might lead to doom. Yeah, no. I need to remember how this place works. Was it here?
Let's move out.
Yes. There wasn't water here last we were here, right? Don't think so. Maybe restoring the huge flower made this whole place more natural. More overgrown. Or it just rained, yeah.
Let's move out.
Okay, this is the right way. Julian, surrounded. Oh no.
Hold the line. A brash maneuver.
How brash.
Ride this on for size.
Beg for mercy.
Are you alright? Thank you both for saving me. I had a wonderful dream last night. In my dream, Caterpillar was standing at the end of the pilgrim's path, waving at me. And in that dream, well, it was strange. Why was the path just one cavern after another? That caterpillar was there, standing at the very end of the narrow way. And so I ran toward him, and before I could reach him, the dog woke me up. Leaving the part with the dog aside for a moment, I believed this to be a good omen, and so I brought my sketching tools and set out. In the end, I wound up running through the maze like a headless Jishin, and I was even attacked by hilichurls. Not only did I not escape, but I also lost the bag containing my draft during the chase. Are Jishin mages supposed to be chickens? Or is this just a pun you just made? I guess this is another day of losses for you. But can you blame me? This place is even harder to navigate than the sewers in Fontaine. Wait, the people of Sumeru live in trees, right? Could this place really be? What do the people of Sumeru even excrete? Probably the same thing as every other people. This isn't what you are thinking about. My life has been but a series of failures, one ill-advised step after another. Why did I leave my place of safety this morning? I saw a good omen in my dream, but it was just a dream after all. Why did I take it for reality? I should have been completely honest about the trouble I'm in. If I had asked you to lead the way, I wouldn't have ended up in this situation. Oh, why did I leave Fontaine in the first place? My life there had not yet become untenable anyway. On the other hand, not a single good thing has occurred ever since I came here. Don't give up just yet. We can still take you to see some awesome places, but for now, we'll help you look for the things you've lost. Even though we're not sure if we can get them back in one piece. They might have been taken and used by Hilichurls as toilet paper for all we know. Well, whatever the case, they weren't very expensive things anyway. Be honest, please. Yeah, even if they aren't worth much in terms of Mora, they are precious to you, aren't they? We'll help you find them. Speaking of which, where's Pepper? Isn't he with you? That heartless creature ran off a long time ago. It's probably relaxing in some hiding spot on its own right now. That's kinda hard to believe. Well, anyway, why don't you return to your camp first and treat your injuries? We'll come back and look for you once we find the lost items. Thank you, my friends. What have we to rely on What have we to rely on in this life but friends? He said he lost his sketchers while fleeing, right? I'd start by searching along the path. That sounds sketchy to me. Hey there, Hilichurl! That does not belong to you. Didn't it get buried? How could it be?
Let's move out.
Well, this isn't it either. Maybe we should keep searching up ahead? Oh, stuff like this. We've not gone this path, it seems. Maybe there was no reason to. Oh.
Let's move out.
Can you possibly? But you're not helping currently. Oh, I need to place you. I forgot the mechanics of this place.
We should make the most of these supplies.
Spooder! Most rare enemy type in this game. Let's let them Hilichurls mediate on
To
art.
survive hardship,
Well,
we
they are
must
looking
prepare
at
for
it from the
hardship.
back.
Provisions are vital.
I got turned
Let's move
around.
out.
So anyways, I started blasting.
Rest and rebuild.
Oh look, I mean, looks like we're interrupting their art appreciation. We weren't the ones who started this. Critic in waiting. Blazing Axe Meter Joe. What a title.
Crush! Yeah.
The world is full of critics. It's empty. Oh, it looks very much like it. This doesn't seem to be. God damn it. Hey, dog. Isn't this Pepper? Seems to be guarding something too. Wait, this feels kind of familiar. It seems to have recognized you and wags its tail. Wait, is it guarding Julian's sketches? And there it goes again. It was like this the last time as well. Speaking of which, what do the hilly trolls need sketches for? Perhaps they use it as toilet paper. You have an awful imagination, Li Huan. Retrieve sketches. Isn't this Pepper? It looks exactly like Pepper. Is this really a drawing? Why are the colors so strange? Is this a picture taken by some special camera? Let's head back. Can I look at that? A sketch bearing a strange mix of colors.
More speed. More speed.
More speed. And more speed. And more speed. So much speed. As we thought, Pepper's already back. Hey Julian, we found your sketches. Ah, thank you so much, my friends. To think that you went through all that for such worthless items. Don't say that. Aren't you a famous artist from a fontaine? Your sketches would sell for a pretty sum, wouldn't they? Well, I suppose so. To be honest, I don't really think about things like that. True art should be priceless, right? Oh, no wonder you're a famous artist. Your words feel so full of artistic flair. Speaking of which, Pepper was guarding your sketches when we found them. Just like before. That's right. Paimon thinks that it still cares a lot about you. You mean, that same dog who keeps leading me down strange paths no matter how long I've fed it, and leaves me to face the hilly trolls on my own. Well, it probably had some consideration of its own. Even though you're saying all these things, you actually really like Pepper, right? You wouldn't have taken a photo of it using a special camera otherwise. Photo? What photo? There's a picture of a dog clipped between your sketches, and it looks just like Pepper. The colors used were quite unique too. You must have used some sort of special camera to take that photo, right? Actually, I drew that. Seriously? Guess you're pretty good, Mr. Renowned Artist. Not only did it look very lifelike, but your use of colors was also very, artistic. Did Paimon say something wrong? Don't ask me. I don't get it either. I didn't want to draw like this. I just wanted to become a first-rate artist. Do you also think it's an impossible endeavor? Sorry. I shouldn't have lied to you, my friends. Once you tell a lie, you have to keep on lying. I've had enough. In truth, I'm just an amateur artist who can't correctly differentiate color the way other people do, but I didn't want to give up on my dream to become a true artist. With the help of a friend's power, I am now able to draw anything exactly as it appears, but I still can't seem to tell colors apart. Wait, you said that you can now draw anything exactly as it appears. Is that really something you can just learn overnight? Well, this friend of mine is quite a powerful person. Really? That's kinda hard to believe. Or perhaps I should say that I have lost my ability to draw things in a way other than exactly how it appears. I suppose this is what they call the price of power. I know it sounds a little outrageous, but Julian replicates an adventurous experience for you. You study the replica and the original, and find no difference between them. The only difference, perhaps, is that after you read it, the replica only leaves a strange blank feeling in your mind. It feels like you did read it, yet you didn't. Like time alone was wasted without any experience gained. It really doesn't look any different from the original. Of course, I didn't become a famous artist of any sort, but I did become a real dab hand at counterfeiting. But isn't that illegal? Exactly, and so after serving my sentence, I was determined to do something legitimate. This time I will become a proper artist for sure. But this ability to draw things in such exactitude, if Caterpillar had not been the one to grant it to me, I would have named it a curse. I'm like a broken camera that can only create pictures with mismatched colors. I believe that if I made a pilgrimage along the path of the Oceanids, I would be able to find a cure that would let me differentiate color just like other people can, and grant me creativity akin to that of an innocent child. Oceanids again? Wait, hold on. Who's Caterpillar anyway? A friend, a most reliable friend of mine. It was he who told me that following the path of the Oceanids pilgrimage would allow me to find a curative in Sumeru that can cure all hurts and give one new lease on life. That sounds super suspicious. What sort of friend is this again? Are you sure you didn't get tricked? He has seen so much. Why would he need to trick me? It must be my fault. Like I said before, my life is but a series of failures. I guess this miracle cure must have been kept under tight lock and key, making it impossible for an ordinary man like me to find. I've already accepted that. The dog probably didn't even want to come with me to Sumeru. It wouldn't have caused so much trouble otherwise. I should have just left it in Fontaine. Paimon thinks it definitely still wants to stay with you. Definitely loves your drawings as well. So come on, don't just give up like this. Thank you for comforting me, but I've already given up hope. You've come to my aid several times now, and yet I haven't been able to repay you at all. Once I have recovered, I will make preparations to return to Fontaine. This might seem like an impertinent request, but could you two guide me back to the main road? If I had given up earlier, or stopped trying to fool myself, perhaps I would already be on the right path. Well, if you just need us to guide you, that's fine. Since you've already made up your mind, let's wait until you've rested up. Thank you, my friends. And I guess that's another day's waiting to happen. What we got? Quote unquote, adventurous experience. A copy of an adventurous experience made by Julian. It seems no different from the original. After reading through it, however, only emptiness pervades the mind, with a sense that time was wasted without the exquisite experience gained. Fun fact! The maximum on those is 10,000. I have reached that recently and had to use up a lot of them on characters I hadn't really used yet.
Aristocratic etiquette is all just for
One of the good things about leaving the city is not having to specially prepare dog food. It was very capable. In any case, and can procure its own meals. The bad thing, though, is that I lack any talent for combat or cooking. I suppose city trash is a fitting name for one such as myself. I should just focus on recovering. Aren't I the experienced one now? Yes, indeed. Pepper looks at you expectantly. But I can't put things in your bowl. Well, guess we are continuing and possibly ending this guy's quest next time. This quest, Recollections of a Fontanian, appeared after the patch update. And I don't know what it is. More Fontaine is what it is, I guess. So much Fontaine, it's almost like they're hinting at something.
Visibility is excellent. If we head to higher ground, we can do a full recon of enemy activity in the area.
Augustus Lovelace. Achoo! The smell of these spices is just too achoo! I should just take a picture and go hide in my room. Traveler, hey, Traveler, hold on a second. Who? Me? I'd like your help with taking a picture. Just one, it won't take long. It's embarrassing to admit, but the aroma of the spices here is a little too strong for me. During my time in Fontaine, I never had food with even just a hint of spiciness. A pinch of salt is as much as I can take. Here, I'm sneezing so much that... Ouch! I can't even hold the camera steadily. So all I can do is ask someone else to take the photo for me. You certainly seem to be a kind person, so I'd like to ask for your help. You're from Fontaine. Indeed, I'm very sorry that I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Augustus Lovelace, a researcher from Fontaine Research Institute of Kinetic Energy Engineering. Fontaine Research Institute of Kinetic Energy Engineering. What kind of place is that? It's a mouthful, isn't it? You can call it the Fontaine Research Institute, as most people in Fontaine do. Fontaine Research Institute used to be a paradise for researchers in Fontaine and where most mechanical creations originated. Thanks to Mr. Edwin, most buildings in the Fontaine Research Institute are lying in ruin now. And ever since Raimondo and Mr. Joyce Earl took over the reconstruction project, the spirit of research at the Institute has been in free fall. I have standards and prefer a tidy environment. I refuse to live in a pile of rubble, and so I've been traveling around. Don't let my troubles spoil your mood, they have nothing to do with you. Go on, please hurry and snap a photo for me. Once Xavier sees the beauty of Sumeru, there's no way he'll stay in Inazuma. I've worked with Xavier. You! Whoa, are you the traveler that Xavier told me about? A pleasure, it's truly an honor to meet you. I've read all about your heroic feats in the Mikage furnace from Xavier's letters. We sure fixed that. And whenever Xavier talks about films in his letters, he always mentions your extraordinary acting skill. Ah. Did this not pop up because of the new version, but because we finished the filming thing? Probably. He says you're fearless, noble, and most importantly, you have a great sense of humor. Oh, once you've taken the photo, you must give me your autograph. It would be perfect if you signed the photo. How is Xavier doing these days? Well, to be honest, not great. He's anxious about his film, and based on his letters, he has been having trouble finding an interesting new subject lately. I suggested that he should do as I did and take some time off in Sumeru, but he keeps insisting that he must shoot the best possible film for the Yashiro Commission, and he refuses to leave Inazuma until it is done. That's enough of that. Come and take a photo of me. Right here will do. Beautiful. Not bad indeed. You have a gift. The first time in my travels that I've met someone with such control over composition and color. I just took a picture. Where have your travels taken you? Well, I could have come directly to Sumeru from Fontaine. After all, there's a line going straight to the Bida Harbor in Sumeru. Bida Harbor. But as they say, it's about the journey, not the destination, so I chose a more interesting route. First, I went from Lumidos Harbor to Chenyu Vale, and then passed through Jinsei Village on my way to the stone gate that separates Mondstadt from Liyue. After stopping by Dawn Winery, I decided to head south and visit Liyue Harbor. I embarked on a ferry to Port Ormuz from Liyue Harbor, traveled northward along the river, and here I am, standing before you. All my goal is to relax, where I, a brave warrior with a passion for adventure. I might have decided to set out from Romaritime Harbor and follow the ancient path of the pilgrims, heading southward into the desert. Pilgrims? Oceanites? Who knows? Maybe I'll try to cross the desert on the way back. Anyway, I've still got extra mora to spend. And paying a visit to Natlan on the other side of the desert sounds nice too. So that's where Natlan is gonna be. Alright, I won't keep you any longer. Thank you for helping me with the photo. Please accept this as a token of my gratitude. I'm off to Rite to Savior. If you still won't come to Sumeru, then I might as well go back to Fontaine. The structure of ships here in Sumeru is interesting indeed. Inspiring too. What are you doing? Oh, it's you. I was just studying the ships here. Though Raimondo is likely going to order a reorganization of my project, which really means terminate. But I've spent too long on this research to just let it go. I couldn't help but start to compare the differences in design between these ships and aquabuses. What is an aquabus? In Fontaine, a kind of transportation system called aquarails. Maybe this guy is here because of the new update. I wonder if, because this makes me think, maybe the technology used for our rails today might be a trial for this. Aquabuses are dedicated vehicles that use them. If you ever find yourself in Fontaine, you should definitely ride one. Not only are they fast and convenient, but they even have Melusine guides on boards who will provide commentary on the scenery. I swear, I'm not exaggerating in the least when I say that riding an aquabus is simply a sublime experience. Your travels. Nothing special really. I could have come directly to Sumeru from Fontaine. After all, there's a line going straight. Oh, you're repeating yourself now. Goodbye, Augustus Lovelace.
More speed.
Hello, more speed.
Don't you remember your adventure plans, my lady?
Secret Summer Paradise. Oh, that's not the event itself. Part 2. 7-7. 7-7 is tomorrow. Well, won't stream again tomorrow. Maybe. I'll think about it. I can also wait until like... Well, I won't do 2 acts in one stream. Because certainly these are taking a while. Especially with all the distractions going on. But this event is gonna be here until the end of this version. So, no problems. Also, we get a free Layla for that. As well as a costume for someone. Well, well, well. You won't watch tomorrow, then I won't stream tomorrow. We have time. Let's take the summer event slowly. Motion blur. Thanks for watching today. Next time on Genshin Impact. More summer, more sunshine, more Sumeru, more Klee. Always more Klee. See you then. Goodbye. I'll have to maybe turn off the blue. Actually, let's see how that looks. Because bloom is an option and it's a very... contentious option. Guess we can try the next stream without bloom and see which is better. See you then.